Tenquinho, such a good competitor, and Levi, an incredibly bright prospect.
Yeah, 100%. He's coming into black belt his first year, very strong. Excited to see what he does in the, I believe he fights in the lightweight division throughout the next few months, Pans and Worlds coming up. I'm not sure if they're going to do both semifinals.
I think they're going to do both semifinals first.
Okay, and then right into both finals after that.
I believe so. So we should be seeing Anderson versus
Diniz, right?
Correct. That should be a good matchup. Yeah.
I would say both guys play each other's weakness based on what we've seen tonight. Anderson has a very strong guard and seems to be able to off-balance the more stronger top pressure guys, and Diniz has had very strong hip pressure.
마이너스 100kg 3사위자 브라질 노바 유기아오 앤더슨 무니스.
And how exciting is this kid?
Yeah, this is incredible. Purple belt is really out here flourishing on the mats against a lot of seasoned competitors, a lot of black belts.
Taking the victory over Roberto Jimenez, sweeping Claudio Calasanz relatively easily, at least that's what it looked like earlier on. Eventually losing to Calasanz, but man, what a match.
Yeah, and if he can win this match and get into the November championship, there's just going to be more experience for him. And as a purple belt, the experience stacks on fast, and it makes a very big difference. Maybe looking at him as a brown belt at the end of the year, perhaps.
But then the one person that could get in his way, Matheus Diniz, who is a bit more accomplished, been around a bit longer.
Yeah, definitely. He seems very comfortable going into this match as well. He's not rushing himself.
Yep.
Yeah, going to go right into his position. Anderson's legs are just so long, though. Even when it feels like he was in a good position just now, the legs are still coming around.
And that just adds another dimension of uncertainty, too, because positions sometimes where you feel, even like for sweeps or the stand-up game, where there's no way they can reach you, all of a sudden that hand can still grab your ankle, go for an ankle pick, or they can still push you away with their legs much further than you thought they could. I'm not sure if there's many people at Marcelo Garcia's that, or many people in the world that are on the level of Anderson that have his body type.
Yeah, probably very few.
Difficult to replicate with your training partners. Here we've got Diniz in this, it's nearly a double under position, but one arm is caught in between.
Yeah, he's looking to just get one of his sleeves free so he can attack. Seems as though Anderson does not want to go to his closed guard because he had an opportunity there to pull Diniz into his closed guard.
And look at Anderson sneaking that deep, deep lasso hook in. Yeah. Now going for a second one. Does not get the second one in.
Has very strong sleeve grips here. Diniz has not been able to move so far. He needs to get at least one sleeve free. He tried to do the strong stand-up, but I think he just needs a circle and try to get his left hand free first, because that one seems to be the easier one to get free at this point.
Diniz holding on to the belt of Anderson with his hand.
Yeah,
what's the purpose of that?
This is used to kind of slow down that off balance. It's a little bit hard to hit over, and you have a little bit more time to react when you hold the belt. When they go for that lasso off balancing to the side, Anderson has used twice today on both his matches that he had prior to this.
And look at this distance that Anderson's able to maintain.
A lot. And for someone like Diniz that likes to be in tight, it's very hard for him to figure out where he wants to go.
And that can put pressure on the shoulders too of Diniz.
Anderson's very comfortable right now. He's just chilling right now with his grips, waiting on his moment to attack.
4.5 minutes left.
Diniz still trying to get a hand free. Hasn't been able to get the grips of Anderson off yet. He's into like a kind of a modified butterfly guard. Still has both sleeves, and Diniz is keeping his elbows underneath to the mat.
Again, if you guys are just tuning in at home, this is coming to you live from Seoul, Korea. I'm your host, John Evans. With me, Shane Taylor. This is the SPYDER Invitational Championship qualifiers. The first in the season for 2019. There will be the finals in November at the end of the year. And the top 3 competitors from this tournament will make it back in November. So very, very important. This is going for 3rd place. This match is extremely important.
Yeah, Anderson pulling into the close guard. Diniz kind of went in that time. He felt a little bit of danger there. He went into the close guard willingly.
2 weight divisions, one in the under 100 kilogram, which is what we're watching right now, and the one that we were just watching, which was Levi versus Tanquinho. Yes, that was in the under 76 kilogram division.
Yeah, so Levi will be back in November. We have yet to see who takes the 1st and 2nd place spots in that division yet, but we do know Levi will be back in November for sure.
Yep, so this is for 3rd, and then after this, we're going to see both of the final matches, so we'll know who's going to be 1st and 2nd in each division after this match. Just
Diniz
2 more matches left.
Pretty good position here. He needs to get over that leg that's on his right. He could either step on it or try to jump over it, but he has this space that he's been trying to get where the legs aren't in the picture. But if he backs up too much, Anderson's going to get those legs right back in, which he is starting to do now.
Now this is a position where nearly the length can start to hinder you if you're Anderson.
Yeah.
Once Diniz gets in tight.
Oh, he has to be careful here.
A little bit of separation.
He's going to definitely look to either pull himself or get the takedown, so he has to be very careful for Anderson.
Interesting, though, Anderson unable to sweep Diniz as to where he had success with Calisons.
Yeah. Diniz comes in with a little bit of a different kind of style. He's very used to being down with his elbows in, so it's kind of hard for Anderson to get his feet where he wanted. The lassos were less effective on Diniz. He's going to look to explode first here, maybe even a jump over or something like that.
Yeah, you can tell off of that grip break that Diniz is ready to go. But this ankle pick, just like I was saying,
very sneaky ankle pick.
Did not expect Anderson to be able to grab his leg from that distance, but
yeah.
I think because of the length,
very
able
sneaky
to come up
with
on
2
it.
minutes left. Diniz going for a lapel grip here.
Which he has fed all the way through.
If his leg's in there, this is very... Oh, his leg's not in, but he's going to transition this into his...
Yep, he's going to try to bump Anderson forward.
Single leg position
and come
here.
up on this.
But Anderson's super heavy right now, and he's very athletic, we talked about earlier. So
this is a strong position for Diniz if he can get to his knees. He's at least going to separate.
Ooh,
that's
careful here. That's
that
2.
That should be 2, yeah.
That's definitely 2.
Yep, and all
Bad
3 judges
by Anderson.
give it. And I think that's where you come. That's where the lack of experience comes into play.
Yeah, 100%. Diniz knew that was going to be 2. He came up right away. Now it wasn't that great that he came up into the close guard because that only ties it. So now he still has to move. But that was a little bit of an inexperienced move by Anderson to sit to his guard there.
Yep, and there's 0 advantage for either player. So minute 20, minute 15 left to go. Still anybody's game.
Yeah, this last minute is going to come down to who works the hardest for their points. Right now, Diniz has had to do a lot more work than Anderson for his points and his positioning. But Anderson's going to have to pick up the pace here if he wants to score in the last minute.
Anderson just going for double feet on the hips, double grips on the sleeve. Might see him try to pull himself in and elevate Diniz. Diniz trying to just cartwheel pass around.
Yeah, he's holding that pants and belt grip very tight. He doesn't want Anderson to be able to weave his legs in there. Right now, he's putting himself into the lasso guard.
Which makes me think that we're not going to see a pass in the end.
Yeah, he needs to really disengage his grips or even get his head in under the lasso side leg to come back inside.
Which he does. He does get to the inside. He breaks that lasso, but he's still stuck in the guard.
Yeah. Right now, it's looking good, though. He is working. It's made steal the match in the ref's eyes. The amount of work that he's doing here.
Oh,
and Anderson shoots a triangle.
Caught in a triangle.
With 5 seconds left. That may very well seal it.
And he's trying to finish this. This one seems pretty loose, though. It's on the foot.
But that may.
But at least it's something.
Is that? Yeah, that's going to score an advantage.
Yeah. They're going to give it to him right at the end. All 3 judges.
That was a very close match. Anderson was working the entire match to get that leg in and got it with 5 seconds left.
Wow, it does not get any closer than that. My goodness. Although let's talk about the possibility of that finishing Diniz from that position. It looked like it had a lot of Diniz's back in. Anderson's extremely tall, which makes it looser in general. And it looked like he was closing his leg over the foot, not even the ankle.
Yeah.
So the possibility of that finishing, at least from where it was, where they ended, seemed like not very high at all.
Yeah, but with a triangle and a match that close, all you had to do was get it, and that just a little bit to sway it in your direction. Even if they didn't score the advantage, I'm pretty confident they would have gave him the decision.
The decision.
I haven't seen too many people of his size that play guard that can weave their legs in that fast.
And here's the replay. Diniz trying to work his way deep into the legs of Anderson. But there was the ankle pick, and that's pretty much what tied everything up and set it to an even playing field.
And this is Diniz attempting to pass at the end, and then he gets caught. Stuck in a triangle with 5 seconds left, unable to continue his pass attempt to try to get the last effort in the judge's eyes.
Seemingly making the ref's decision